Hello.
Hello,
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, good.
It's good. How's this week been?
Oh, super busy.
Very,
But
yeah, I can
just,
imagine.
just leaving too many deadlines to the last minute.
Oh,
What about you?
that happens though.
Oh, yeah.
It's been alright. I haven't been up to too much. Um, yeah, it's been a pretty chill week.
Very good.
It is. Roll my dice. Cool. So we need to go into roll 20. There isn't any map.
Yep.
Um, neat. Just setting things there. So how are you feeling about tomorrow?
I'm excited. I'm very excited.
Good. Good. Okay, guess I'll get started.
Alrighty.
So, you grew up in a sort of elven town.
Hmm.
It's found sort of it's an elven town that's like sort of almost covered by a massive cave-like structure, which
That's cool.
leaves the town in like sort of uh, almost permanent dark state, as
I
no little
love that
sunlight
so
actually
much
sort of
already.
like enters the cave. You know this town to be Elistray.
Hmm.
It's the town you grew up in, been here most of your life. Most of the time, you only really leave to go do the missions that you've been given. Um, and you know that well, you're part of this um, sort of underground, sort of not really a thieves guild, more of a spying guild
Mm.
to gather information, know about the other towns in case a lot of people like to pay for information, of course.
Yep.
So that's sort of how your guild trades in.
Hmm.
Um, and the leader of your group is Dragon.
Okay.
Um, so we find you in the in your room, uh, in this guild. Um, Basically, you know that in this guild there are like a bunch of different members. They all have their individual little rooms they find themselves in, and you're just hanging around in your own room. You haven't left the town for a while. You haven't been given a mission for a bit of a long time, like longer than usual, as you remember that the last mission didn't go super well.
Oh,
The
shit.
last town you went to, you look down at your arm and you see sort of like it's not a scar, it's sort of still it's a cut that's sort of still healing a bit.
Yeah.
You almost got caught doing things you shouldn't have been doing in that town. Um and after that, you know, uh they've been sort of trying to make sure that doesn't happen again.
Yep.
But you know that Dragon has requested you to go see him in his office once again, and you sort of get the idea that perhaps this is going to be another sort of mission or something.
Okay, cool.
So that's where we find you in your room waiting. You may, he's expecting you soon, so you're prepping. You may leave whenever
Okay.
you wish. It's,
Is there anything significant in the room or just
it's
whatever I want,
basically just a
essentially?
normal bedroom. Yeah, it's kind of whatever you want, like sort of little trinkets that you've probably found along your travels, that sort of thing. Um, Probably like a bookshelf where you probably read up on some things. Um, Not too much in the room. It's more just a sort of place to go to sleep, almost. Keep
Alrighty.
your personal things.
Okay, so out of habit, I'm just going to don my weapons and I'm gonna head out to where Dragon's office or yeah, sort of room is.
Neat. Wonderful. So you head out the room. It's sort of a long hallway, and you just head down the direction you know that leads to his office. Kind of have to go through a few rooms before um, sort of winding up to where his office will be. And you're standing right um, door to his office.
Alright, I'm just gonna knock on the door.
He sort of grunts and almost like, "Yeah, come in. It's all right.
Okay, I
Come in."
step in a little bit tentatively.
Is when you walk in, you see him sort of just noting down things. He's got a parchment and quill and is just writing things down at his table. he sort of doesn't even really like acknowledge you much. He kind of is expecting you to sort of be the one to address.
Dragon, how can I be of service?
He sort of looks up and goes, "Oh, Valrah, how are we this afternoon?
Good, much better.
Much better. Well, requested you to come in. Come take a seat for a moment."
Nah, I go take a seat.
Sort of, he will. He'll say to you, "So, how's the arm recovering?" And he'll look over it.
I sort of just show it. I'm like, yeah, it's recovering.
I see. Well, with that, we have another mission for you. We have another place we would like you to head over to and gain some more information. Hopefully, it doesn't end up like last time, but we'll see, I guess. Um, he'll sort of is saying that in sort of like a almost disappointing tone.
Yeah, I'm sort of just like
Um,
not saying anything, just sort of nodding, like, yeah, I fucked up.
yeah. He'll tell you about. So we're requesting you to go head to a town. We have very little knowledge of this town. Um, it's called Somerstead. I don't know if you're aware of this in the Lunar Valley. Um, he'll describe in this valley, essentially at the end of it, there is a pretty large uh, town that we haven't got much information about this town, to be honest. We would highly like it if we could go and sort of get, the usual information, who the king, like, lord is there, um, how many like people are there in terms of like guards and stuff, the different entrances, weak spots, just the usual, um, you know, high valued information. Good,
hmm
wonderful. Um, sec.
Are there any pieces of information we've already gathered that I can take a look at before I go? Or have we got
The
nothing?
best we've gotten is that we do know that there is a thieves guild there that may be of assistance, but we haven't got the best relationship with that, in the sense that we have not contacted them very much.
Okay.
We have very little information about that. But if you learn how to find them, I'm sure they'll probably be able to help you.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so let's just hope this works out a bit better. Um, make sure to tend to the wound, make sure it doesn't get infected or anything. I'm hoping you won't disappoint this time.
I'll do my best.
Fantastic. This whole time is talking to you, is not really like looking into your eyes, is half sort of concentrating on what is writing and stuff like that.
Can I do a
And
perception check to see what he's writing?
sure if you'd like.
Okay. I'll just roll on d20. Hang on. Not d20, D&D Beyond. Perception?
Sure, perception check.
It's a 10.
10. Neat. You don't really get much information from it. You do see sort of, you see a symbol. You're not really too sure of it, but you kind of guess that this is probably a symbol towards like, meant to go to another like town's sort of lord. It's probably showing some information to that lord.
Okay, yep, so like a crest sort of thing.
Yeah, there's like sort of a stamp there.
Yeah, seal. Yep, cool.
As is writing, he'll say, "You've always been the curious one, haven't you?"
I sort of just look away like, oops, got caught.
Make sure not to do that sort of thing while you're out there. Otherwise, you might lose the arm.
Yes, Dragon, I'll
Sort
try
of,
not to.
yeah. Wonderful. He'll sort of stay quiet. You'll be sort of standing there for a while. He'll look up and be like, gesture like, anything else?
No, that's all. I'll leave. I get
Wonderful.
up.
He, as you're leaving, he doesn't even say goodbye. He's sort of just still focusing on his own writing there. And yeah, trying to get that sort of finished.
Alrighty. I'm going to. Maybe. Do we have a cartographer or someone here? I can pick up a map of where it is.
So you'll know that typically when you're doing these missions, you'll be able to go to, like, there's a stable outside town, and you know that one of the carts there is specifically for, like, people heading out for missions.
Okay.
So you'll know how to. You won't have fully prepared. There's some more things you'll need to get from, I imagine.
Yep. So I'm going to go back to my room and gather any bits and pieces I've got there. And I'm assuming I probably don't keep rations in my room, so I'll need to pick up some of those as well.
Neat. So while you're in your room and sort of gathering all the stuff, you will hear at the door to your room just a,
Who is it?
I don't know if you.
Yeah, I heard that. That was sick.
So you'll turn around and you'll see Winor, sort of slender, pale drow. You know Winor to be, of course, the sort of patron of the town and basically your foster mother. And she enters the room.
Oh, Winnow, what are
She
you doing
says,
here?
"Well, how are you doing this fine evening, this afternoon?"
I sort of like look at the arm and I'm like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah, she sort of approaches, sort of grabs the arm and is like, "Oh, that's a bad one. How'd you get?" Oh, well, she knows how you got it, but it's like, "Oh, it's very unfortunate." She sort of like grazes over it with her thumb to make sure it's like healing and stuff like that. Oh, so I imagine you're heading out again soon. I overheard, at
Yeah, I
least.
am. I was gonna say
Make
goodbye,
sure to
of
stay
course.
fantastic. Uh, hope you stay safer this time, and sort of like almost grabs your wrist a bit more tightly, like, please stay safe.
I'll try. I'll try.
um, thank you. Um, as she's talking to you, she sort of seems a bit nervous, and as you sort of continue to prepare getting stuff, she will approach the door, and she'll look out at the hallway, sort of as though like, no one's around. Wonderful. And then she'll close the door shut, and she'll be like, "Okay,
Is
I haven't been
everything
able to
okay?
tell you do this. So I haven't been able to tell you this since you got here, unfortunately. But there's something really important I need to let you.
What is it?
She'll sit on your bed and sort of like
Oh,
tap
it's
on the bed
getting
to.
real. Alright, I'm gonna sit on the bed. No, I mean, I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. I mean,
Oh
in terms
yeah,
of like,
yeah.
like the parental figure, like, come sit on the bed, you need to sit down for this sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she'll sort of uh quietly say, "I haven't been able to tell you this. I've only I've had to hold on to this secret for a while. It hasn't been too safe to let you know. I don't know what would happen if we weren't sort of experienced enough to handle this. But the when we so you do know that you are like a foster child, that
Yeah.
um your parents died tragically. Um but Winnow will tell you sort of with a sad expression. So when we found you, there was in fact there was another one. There was another child, um, a little older than you, just a couple of years. Um, I'm not fully aware of what happened to this child, this young boy, but there was another. I haven't been able to tell you this. I'm so sorry for this.
Another child? What do you mean?
So the when when we found you, we had to make sure to keep you safe. So we took you in, but fortunately, had the other person had to be sent away. Um, the best knowledge I can probably give you is that what I do know is that there was another convoy that day that was heading out to Lunar Valley. just possible connection. You know, I'm sure it's not a coincidence that on the day we found you and took you, that another convoy of our guild was heading to the Lunar Valley. So this is why I'm telling you this now. As you're there, I'm sure you will want to find more out about this.
Yeah, definitely. Do you know his name? Is he related to me? What do
Um,
you?
he he will be related to you. He was in the same home as you when we found you. Yeah, he will be related to you. Um, don't know his name. He's probably been given another one since his if he's still alive. Um, is still out there. But um, what we do know is that he will, of course, be another sort of moon elf. Um, yes. I haven't been able to tell you this. I don't think. Uh, I don't think Dragon would appreciate the sort of knowledge being given to you. Um, so just he would know more about this, but don't bring this up around him, of course.
Okay, okay, of course.
I'm sorry I had to keep this from you. And she'll reach into her pocket and she will hold out an amulet. The amulet will be a sort of full moon, and on the edges of the full moon will be a sort of crescent moon in the shape of a bow. And she'll hand this to you. When we found you, we also found this sort of symbol. Um, this is another sort of trinket, I guess. Hold on to it. Um, hopefully, it'll be of some help to you.
Okay, I will. Do I recognize the symbol?
You're not fully aware. It looks like sort of religious in sort of style, but you're not 100% sure. You didn't really pay attention to those sort of like lessons.
Okay.
Okay. Um, so that's what I really wanted to tell you to make sure you knew this before you left. I'm sorry I had to keep this from you for so long, but I think you're ready to learn this and hopefully find um, your brother.
Thank you, Winnow. This is a lot to take in, but thank you.
I'm sure. Um, I'll be around if you need me before you leave, but I'm guessing Dragon will want you to leave almost immediately.
Yeah.
Um, if you need to talk anymore, of course, just send letters. Um, okay, I should probably begin heading off before people start getting suspicious. Um, she will go in for a hug.
Yep, I'll hug her back.
She'll give a really tight one. You'll feel just sort of like uh, the slightest bit of like moisture come from like drip onto your cheek for a bit, um, as you know, from her eyes essentially.
Mm.
And she'll sort of hold you tighter before um, she'll sort of like hesitate to let go and sort of leave before she'll then stand up and start heading out the door.
Okay,
She'll say,
there you go.
she'll say goodbye one more time before opening the door.
Bye.
Begin heading out.
I'll just sit on the bed for a little bit longer after she's left, sort of processing it all. And then I'm going to start packing, just my mind just completely racing.
Yeah, I can. So yeah, you finish packing up, you gather everything. You've got like sort of a bedroll, some equipment for like cooking and stuff. Just the typical like adventure sort of stuff that
Mm.
you keep on near you. Pack up your weapons, get into your armor. Then I guess you start heading out.
Yep.
Cool. So you can gather some like rations and stuff from the sort of cooking area. That's really easy to do. And you know that in order to leave, the best way to leave would be to go to the stables and um, go to the cart.
Okay. I'm going to head to the cooking area first and gather some rations for the journey. And I also want to head to some sort of medicinal area just to get some herbs for like infection in case the wound opens up or something.
Sure. That's actually really easy. In this sort of guild, there will be like sort of a sort of plant, almost growing area for those sort of things.
Mhm.
Um, I'll say as you head out, you'll get the rations, and you'll also get like just a handful of like I guess 5 um, sort of roots. Like it'll be sort of small roots that you can just like rub onto infected wounds, and sort of um, the toxins will go in and destroy the bacteria.
Okay, cool. Let's write that down.
Neat.
All right. Oh, was there something else I was gonna do? Hang on. No, I think that's good. Food, rations, armor, weapons, and all that. Do I have any gold on my person?
It'll be the starting gold.
Starting gold?
So
Excellent. All right.
yeah,
Okay. With that
plus
done.
50. I think everyone started off with an extra.
Oh, plus 50. That's exciting. Okay. Okay, with that done, I'm going to quickly go past Winnor's house and sort of just give her a really quick hug and goodbye again. Now that I'm sort of like a little bit calmer. Not really saying much,
Sure.
just saying that I'll write and that sort of thing, and I'll stay safe. And then I'm going to head to the stables.
Wonderful. So just outside the town, you'll find the stables. There are several carts. It's pretty well kept stables. You'll notice that there's one cart that you heavily recognize. It's one of those fully like roofed indoor carriages
Hmm.
with tinted purple windows, and you know that this is the one for the guild. And you'll see they're already prepared to leave a man that sits there. You know this man to be the sort of one of like cart drivers whose name is Eli. Is basically just sitting there, basically prepped, ready to go, essentially waiting.
Eli, you ready to go?
Yes, that I am. I've been here for quite a while. You ready to go finally?
Sorry.
Kind
Yep.
of.
Yep.
He's a bit sort of he is, yeah. Quite focused and sort of like a bit of an ass, I'll say it bluntly.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm ready, and I just sort of meekly get in the cart, in the carriage.
Wonderful. Whoosh, he'll whip the horse, and off you'll go. And you'll start heading along. And so a few days will pass while you're traveling. You'll be thinking over a lot of things, of course. You're the only one in the cart, and Eli doesn't really talk all that much. And usually, when he does talk, it's you probably prefer when he doesn't. Um, and yeah, you'll for a few days you'll be heading off. Um, After a few days, you do come across these two very large towers that guard that basically guard the entrance where two mountain peaks sort of meet, and you'll know this to be the entrance to the valley. Um, as you're about to pass through, you'll see some of the guards there. They sort of will approach the cart um, for inspections and stuff like that, and one of the guards will be a lot more eager than the rest to check the cart, like push past and be like, "I've got this," um,
Oh, yep.
and he'll sort of like give the nod to Eli, and Eli will sort of nod back, like everything's fine, and he'll just like give a brief look into the cart, be like, "Okay." You kind of get this to be like, "Okay, this is sort of um, an insider almost
Yep.
to easily let you through," and yeah, you just easily pass through. And so after this, you travel for a few more hours because it's a massive valley. Like the mountains span for like it would take several days to go from the entrance to the other end of the valley.
Mm.
So for a few more hours, as it's approaching, sort of, I would say, it would be close-ish to sunset. Probably got 2 more hours until the sun begins to set. You come across in the road a cart that is completely overturned. Um, it looks pretty, it's completely damaged, and there's someone on top of the cart, very stressed, a woman who has a bear that is attacking the cart, and it's trying to basically get to her. And with this, Eli will sort of suggest to you maybe we should just move on. We don't have time for this. We need to sort of continue on.
Oh, okay, this is a tricky one. All right. Is the bear a big bear?
It's a big black, like it's just a normal bear, but it's
Yeah,
it's not like a cub bone. It's an
that's
adult bear.
probably not a level 1. Yeah, cool. Let me just have a quick.
You'll recall that you've taken these sort of things on before. You've got some people with.
Okay. Eli, just stop for a second. Just pull up away from the bear.
If you insist, and he'll sort of urge the horse to stop, and the cart will come to a stop.
I get out of the carriage and I sort of stealth around it to where the bear. So like I'm behind. I've got the carriage between me and the bear.
Okay, neat. So you do know that Eli himself has like sort of armor on him in case anything happens, and he has a sword and shield next to him.
Okay.
So if things start going haywire, you know that you've got someone at least.
All right.
So you stealth around.
Yep.
Sure. Roll a stealth check, I guess. Yeah.
Oh god, a 23.
Yeah. Bear has no idea where you are. Does not even know that you're sort of approaching. The bear is like very fixated on this cart and trying to like get up to where this woman is. It can't because it's sort of like can't climb.
Yep.
It's trying to
Okay.
just like break the cart basically.
How far off is the bear?
I'd say for now probably about 60 foot.
Oh god, that's ages away. Okay. I'm going to pull out my short bow and I'm just gonna check all of my features and stuff. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna pull out my short bow and shoot at the bear.
Neat. So now we will roll initiative for this. Neat. So just do this.
Initiative, there it is. I got a 14.
14. Neat. Last one. Okay. So you do actually go first. So you've got a surprise round.
Yep.
The bear has no
Okay.
idea that you're here. So you're gonna shoot. Go for it with advantage.
Oh, nice. Okay. So the first one was a 25. Damn, these are good rolls. And the second one was a
Nice.
22. So that's a d6 plus 5. That's 6 damage. Got a 1.
You do add. Do you add
Oh, it's double, isn't it? Because
you
it's
do
no, it's not.
advantage.
Wait.
You get your sneak attack because you get advantage on the attack.
Okay, yep. So then it's plus another d6. So that's an extra 5. So 11 damage.
Damage. Nice. So you shoot it and it like hits the sort of back thigh really far and sort of goes in deep. You hear a guttural sort of roar from the bear, and
Oh.
he immediately turns around and begins to charge towards the cart.
Cool.
Has
Alright.
40 feet of movement.
40 feet.
but instead of going for you, he actually sees sort of closer to him the person on the cart that's sort of been prepared and has gotten off the cart now, but is closer. So the bear approaches Eli. And that'd be it from the bear because he had to travel quite far.
Okay.
Eli will then try and strike the bear. Strange gets a natural 20.
Oh, did he actually?
Actually did.
Oh my
Okay.
god, beautiful. Okay.
See? But rolls a 1 on the damage, so never mind.
It's always fun.
So neat. So it gives a pretty decent slash to the bear as the bear approaches. Will sort of like slash across the skull. Neat. And then Eli will sort of just get into a defensive position. The woman on top of the cart, you'll see that she actually did have sort of like a jabbing sort of thing that she was trying to like sort of prod the bear away.
Mm.
And she'll go and try and throw it. What's it? Should have gotten this up.
Is it a javelin? Or is it
Yeah, I'm
improvised?
imagining this might. I'll say it's an actual javelin.
Okay.
It'll be at disadvantage, but we'll see how it goes. Does actually hit, strangely enough. 4, 5, neat. So yeah, the javelin sort of just hits the bear in its back, deals some more damage. The bear's looking pretty rough. Basically gone. And it's back to you.
Alrighty, I'm going to run up behind the bear with my short sword and just slash at it. So it's a
Neat. If you're going behind, then you get advantage on it.
nice. So 16 for the first roll, 9 for the second. So 16?
Yeah, that definitely hits. Yes.
Okay.
Go for it. Sneak attack as well.
Oh my god, this is amazing. So that's 11 plus sneak attack is an extra 5, so 16.
Oh, yeah. How would you want to do this?
I just like, well, I'm behind it, so I just slash at its back legs and then one blow to the body.
Neat. So as you slash it, it sort of falls down and sort of just, that finishes it off. Very neat. As the bear falls, you sort of see the woman. She sort of like is taken aback, is like gasping, is like, oh my god, thank you. I don't know what I would have done without you. Oh my god, thank you.
Are you okay? What's your name? What are you doing here?
My name, sorry, my name is Samantha.
Mhm.
I was heading back to the town I live at Somerstead, but strangely enough, this is very strange of the wildlife. The bear just it ran up to my cart, even though we're on the road. They never do this. It's very strange. I don't know why. And you'll sort of look over the cart. You'll see that where the horses were, like
Oh
the
god.
horses aren't there. The sort of straps, holding the horse have like been broken off, and you can see like the sort of footprints, and the horses have just like gone.
Jeez.
So she's just there, sort of half panicking and sort of like trying to calm down. Thank you so much.
Do you need
I don't know.
a ride back to Somerstead? You seem in quite a state. You can come with us. That's fine.
You're, thank you so much. That'd be so generous.
I look at
Thank
Eli.
you.
Is he like annoyed by
He's sort
this?
of he's already heading back to the cart. He overhears and sort of gives like a okay.
Alright.
And sort of he gets position is like, hurry up.
Oh, okay. I help her gather anything she can scavenge from her possessions and lead her to the cart.
Yeah, she was already like half heading to the cart.
Yeah,
Sort of
cool.
members. Oh, right, my stuff. Oh, okay. She is quite distressed, as you can imagine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so you help her get all.
Oh, you've cut out there, Brody. Oh no, you've cut out.
all her stuff.
Oh, there we go.
She'll reintroduce herself. Oh, she'll. Oh, neat. So she'll head into the cart. She'll reintroduce herself as Samantha and go to sort of shake your hand.
Yeah, I shake it back.
And you are, or
Valrah.
Valor. Thank you for rescuing me, Valor. It was very brave. As you are traveling, she'll tell you about her life at the town. She'll say, "Oh, so I'm the wife of the blacksmith over at Somerstead. I was just helping out negotiating some things at another town, um, prices and whatnot for what equipment they could get. Um, I'm sure if you were to come by, he would be very happy. You saved my life.
Yes.
I'll let him know. Um, Thank you so much. I'm sure you'll be compensated pretty decently.
Oh, thank you, Samantha.
So you basically, you continue along, sort of chat a little bit. She'll just tell you about Somerstead.
Hmm.
She'll tell you about a very good inn if you're looking to um, sort of stay there for a while. Cozy Stone Inn. It's sort of the typical inn that people go to. They're adventuring and stuff like that. Um, and yeah, that's mostly what she'll tell you about.
Nice.
And that's about it for the session 0. You'll be sort of heading there. We'll continue to head there, and it'll take a couple more days. And yeah, that's where we'll pick it up next time.
Oh, sweet. That was awesome. I'm so excited now.
Should be good.
Oh, that was sweet. Also, just to let you know, the name, what was it? Elstray? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's actually the goddess
Yes.
name. I didn't know if you still wanted to use that for the town or.
Oh, okay. I will illustrate. Yeah.
Yeah, so essentially there's
Um,
lots of little drow surface dwellings that are usually followers of this particular god, because this god is sort of separate from I did all the research from the Seldarine, the Dark Seldarine Pantheon, which is, like
I
Lolth and all of the
see.
evil sort of elven gods. So she's sort of like
Mm,
the goddess of leading them out of the darkness, essentially.
okay.
Which is why
I
there
will
are
come up with
these,
another.
yeah, all good. Just why these towns are dedicated to her.
Neat. I'll come up with another town name. Yeah, that's where I did get the town name from.
Okay, sweet,
I was
cool.
looking over your thing. Neat. Um, Wonderful. Yeah, I've
So good.
been looking into it, and yeah, you definitely have done research
Oh
for
yeah.
this.
I've been wanting to do like a drow character for a while, and I'm just like getting all the research done. It's so exciting.
Neat. So your character is a drow, but it's like moon elf sort of
Yeah, she's
variant
like
of it, or
she's a moon elf that was raised by drow, so it's
right? Yeah.
yeah.
'Cause- and moon elf is like sort of a
It's
sub like high elf,
yeah, it's a high elf.
or
So there's like, from what I looked up on D&D Beyond, high elves are sort of split between sun elves and moon elves.
Okay, makes more sense.
Yeah, can't remember if there was another one, but yeah, I think some forms of D&D also put Eldarin under that high elf label as well, but yeah, it's just a sub race. But I think D&D Beyond just counts them as high elves, like purpose of
Neat.
stats and stuff.
Yeah. Very cool.
Oh,
Nice. So that'll be where we'll pick up next time.
nice.
That was going to be a decision, like, is she going to actually save,
Yeah, I
or
was like, oh, because like the organization would be like, nah, fuck her, but like this character would be very confused. Because she's basically been like led by two separate sides. So she's got Dragon and Winor, which are like the complete polar opposites.
yeah. Fun.
Yeah. God, that was good. Well done, Brody. Very
Thank
good, very
you.
good. Looking forward to tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be good. Excited.
Oh yeah. Alrighty.
Well, after this, I do have Sean on as well, so I should probably head off.
Nice, yeah, I better head off too. Well done. Good
Cool.
luck with that, and I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.